Insane physique, crazy strength, and immense bodybuilding potential, Sam Sulek is the rising star in the fitness industry. But how did he achieve such an incredible physique at such a young age? You'll notice a common theme in his routines. Each workout he pushes just a little bit harder, lifts slightly or heavier weights, or adds a few more reps. He is practicing what is called the fundamental pillar of bodybuilding, which is progressive overload. And that's exactly how I went from looking like this at 17-year-old to looking like this just 1 year later when I was 18, and right now looking like this. And you can definitely do it too. At the end of this video, I'll share one of my secrets that really helped me keep track of my progressive overload. So why is progressive overload so effective, especially for teenagers? It's because teenagers are experiencing optimal cellular turnover rate. Meaning when your cells die or are destroyed, they repair themselves much faster than any other period of your life. So basically your recovery is at peak levels, so you can train extremely hard and recover super fast. Now, I know a lot of you guys are just starting your fitness journey and are looking online for workouts, workout routines, what exercises to do and all that. It might seem very confusing at first, especially with all the natty and not natty trends going on, so you just don't know what to believe. But if you go into any high school gyms, you see that the biggest guys in there are doing the simplest of exercises. The truth is, you really don't need to overcomplicate it. And the reason for that is so simple. As I mentioned before, when you're a teenager, your testosterone levels are extremely high, so you can do incredibly simple things for insanely great results. And this video is the new perfect routine for teenagers who want to put on muscle mass, and it's not a basic push-pull legs routine. So hit that like button so you can easily find this video, because you're gonna have to refer to it quite a bit for the next few months. So the first thing that you need to keep in mind is that when you're a new lifter, you don't want to push yourself too hard because you don't want to injure yourself right off the start. So to avoid injury, you should first start by doing body weight exercises to familiarize yourself with the movements and prepare your body for the heavy working sets we will be doing later on in this routine. So if you're new to this, the first couple of weeks should just be body weight exercises like squat, push-ups, and pull-ups. Once you've mastered the basic of basics, it's time to actually get in the gym. So here's the workout split that you will be following. Push, pull, legs, shoulders. What? A full day for shoulders? Let me explain. What creates an incredible physique, a visually aesthetic physique, is that nice V taper from your shoulders down to your waist. Add in some well-built legs and you got your dream physique. Day 1 will be push day. On push day, you're going to exercise all the muscles responsible for pushing movements. What's different with this unconventional push day is that you're not going to be targeting your shoulders as in a regular push day. The main emphasis of this push day is your chest, specifically the upper chest. So you're going to train chest and triceps, and you'll start by hitting the biggest muscle out of the two, which obviously is your chest. And why should you start by the chest? Here's 2 reasons. First reason, it's an efficient warm-up. Starting with larger muscle groups near the center of the body helps increase blood flow and body temperature more effectively. This acts as a warm-up for the entire upper body, preparing the smaller muscles like the triceps for subsequent exercises. Here's reason number 2. Avoiding fatigue in smaller muscles. Smaller muscle groups, like your triceps, can fatigue more quickly. If these smaller muscles are fatigued early in the workout, they may limit the effectiveness and safety of exercises that involve larger muscle groups, like your chest. So by working the chest first, you're ensuring that the supporting muscles are fresh and can contribute effectively to your workout. So for our first exercise, we're going to be doing flexion exercises of the bench press and incline bench press to hit both your pec minor and your pec major. You're going to want to put extreme emphasis on that upper chest because it's basically the upper shelf of your chest, and that's the secret to having that big chest. But if you still don't believe me and you don't want to take my word for it, well, take his.
But everybody is lacking in their upper chest. So that's why all heavy pressing movements always incline for me.
I recommend you do 3 working sets of 3 to 7 reps because that's how you're gonna get a heavy bench. Don't waste your time doing sets of 12 reps on flat bench. Exercise number 2, incline dumbbell press or incline Smith machine press. Let me explain. If you desire to focus more on the contraction of the upper chest and really get that mind-muscle connection, I suggest you do Smith machine incline. If you desire to achieve complete failure, Smith machine is the way to go, because you can just clip it when you can't push anymore. Super safe and pretty cool in my opinion. Then you're gonna do the adduction exercises like flies and cable crossovers. Adduction is when you're compressing your muscles, horizontally in front of you. If you're willing to achieve progressive overload like Sam, you want to use a weight that you can't do more than 8 to 10 reps per sets for 2 to 3 sets, and make sure you take at least one of those sets to absolute failure, because that's when your muscle fibers are getting torn apart and that's where champions are made. Next, to finish off this push day, you're going to hit the triceps, and you're not gonna do the 3 most popular tricep exercises, but instead you're gonna start with dips. Yes, dips. Dips are super important and will help you establish that connection between your chest, triceps, and shoulders. I suggest you attempt 4 sets to failure on dips with your body weight, and in no time you'll already be able to add weight by the use of dip belt or weighted vest. Second exercise is going to be a rope extension or basic straight bar pushdowns. I want you to really visualize your muscles while doing those movements. The third exercise can be any variation of skull crushers. For the last 2 exercises, I recommend 2 sets to failure for each exercise. So boom, just like that, that push day is over. Day 2 will be pull day, so you're going to be hitting back and biceps respectively. Just like push day, you're going to start with the biggest muscles, so the back. You're going to do 3 completely different types of movements to confuse the muscle. So you'll start with my favorite, which is lat pull downs to hit the latissimus dorsi. Then you'll do any variation of rows. It can be landmine, seated, or dumbbell. Then pullovers, which is going to feel weird at first, but I promise you is going to be so good for your whole interior chain of all your muscles. These 3 exercises will hit all connecting back muscles, latissimus dorsi, traps, and rhomboid minor in major. For all those exercises, 1 heavy set where you go to failure with a heavy weight in the range of 7 to 10 reps, and 2 sets which are with a lighter weight, but ideally failing rep range of 10 reps as well. At this point, I promise you, your biceps are going to be super pumped and you're only going to have to do 1 or 2 more exercises to completely exhaust them. So we're going to do the foundation. What other than bicep curls? So finish off your biceps with 3 or 4 supersets of dumbbell bicep curls by picking a weight that you can do for 10 reps per hand and dropping down the weight to do a pause reps just like these reps right here. Lift all the way up, pause at the middle on the way down, curl the other arm all the way up, pause at the middle again, and on the way down, and let the initial arm finish the first rep. This is definitely a game changer. So you'll be doing 3 supersets and only 7 reps of the pause curls. Always remember to have full mind-muscle connection, because anybody can just go through the movement by swinging the weights around. And finally, finish off by doing rope hammer curls. This is a great finisher that you can also superset with dumbbell hammer curls. Same principle of sets and reps apply here too. Now it's time for day 3, the day that really disparts the real ones from the fake ones. And we can't ignore it.
With today's leg day,
I know, I wish we could all just be born with some tree trunk legs, but unfortunately it's not the case. Legs actually need their own day because there's an interesting case with legs. Legs are the strongest muscle of your body, so they actually release the most testosterone, endorphins, and growth hormone when they're exercised. So we need to hit them very hard on their own day, because not only will it grow our legs, but it'll also increase our whole body mass index. So once again, no need to complicate it. You're gonna do the 3 pillars of leg day. The first one, hamstrings, by hitting some heavy barbell RDLs. 3 sets of heavyweight RDLs, ideally not passing 8 reps, and you can increase or decrease the weight depending on how you feel after your first rest time of 3 to 5 minutes. Seated leg curls or lying leg curls. 2 sets. The first one to failure with a heavier weight, and the second one to failure but by doing drop sets until you really can't squeeze your muscle anymore. Trust me, you're not going to be able to walk after this. The second pillar is calves. Do 5 sets of seated calf raises. Why 5? Because I know you don't hit calves, so at least hit them once and hit them hard. Pause. Finally, finishing off with the third pillar, quads. Squats are going to be ideal, but your main goal is to grow the quads. Then you should definitely try heel elevated Smith machine squats. Really going all the way down and trying to pause the rep at the lowest point for about 1 second. Do 3 sets of 10 reps, the 10th rep being the last possible rep you can physically do. Finally, you're going to be doing leg extensions. So I suggest you do 2 sets to failure just like you did for your hamstrings. Just like that, leg day is done, and you'll be sore until next week when leg day hits again. So now you're done with the 3 main days. But this isn't no simple push-pull leg split. We have a 4th day knocking at our door. Day 4, which is shoulders and forearms. Yes, forearms. I swear this is a non-negotiable and not enough people train them enough. So first exercise, seated dumbbell shoulder press. Make sure not to go past failure on those because front delt pain is really hard to get rid of once you get it injured. For this exercise, I recommend 3 to 4 sets of 7 to 10 reps. Secondly, rear delt flies. Training rear delts will give you that 3D boulder shoulder type of look, so make sure not to skip them. For this one, I recommend 4 sets to failure. Honestly, train rear delts on back days too. Lastly, lateral raises. For those, honestly just spam them to failure. Like do like 5 sets, and then if you can do more, do 6, do 7. You can ego lift and swing heavier weights, but make sure to drop set with lighter weights and a strict form. Next up is forearms. I don't know the name of these, but they'll definitely make you grow. Spam them for 4 sets, and then 4 sets of the opposite side. Finally, your gym must have this. These will make your forearms burn like never before, and I'm not even kidding. And if you can still rotate your hand after this, like it definitely means you're doing something wrong, because after all these forearm sets and the switching thing, it's impossible that your arms could be able to work after. And voila guys, this is the 4-day split that is ideal for growth and perfect for recovery. Other than that guys, here's why I love this split. Reason number 1, you can interchange day 3 and day 4 if you'd like. Reason number 2, technically speaking, you're not forced to take a rest day after the 4 days because your muscles had 4 days to recover prior to the last time they were targeted. Reason number 3, finally, it allows me to make sure that I completely trained all the muscles in my body equally. So I love this routine guys because it allows adequate rest for each muscle. So as promised at the beginning of the video guys, I'll share one of my secrets that really helped me keep track of my progressive overload. That secret is to take note of your lifts in a notebook or add an app on your phone. I use Strong, and I'm not sponsored or anything, but I just really like the app and it's totally free. You search your exercise and then add number of sets, reps, and the weight that you used, and you just enter it in. Like, it's so easy, user friendly, and all. It's perfect. And what's cool about it is that the next time you'll do the same exercise, it's going to show you exactly what you did on your previous set. So in that way, you'll keep in mind what you did and always attempt to go a little bit further each time you're redoing the same exercise. So finally guys, that's exactly how you achieve progressive overload. Finally guys, if you're looking for creatine, protein powder, vitamins, all natural supplements, I'm actually sponsored by a company called ATP Labs, and here's my code. With my code, you can benefit of 10% off on each of your orders. I know it's not that much, but trust me guys, these guys are really good. Like and subscribe, it'll mean the world to me. See you guys in the next one.